Good afternoon, BDM, CSM, SAM, and sales admin team, whoever's going to end up watching this. Thanks for taking a little bit of time with me today. What I'd like to do is do a little bit of training on homework and how we find information on the internet about prospects and customers and accounts and some other details. And this will align with some of the things that we're trying to do with the sales admin team and really get good, solid, accurate, detail-oriented information for everybody in the organization to use. So on the left-hand side, what you can see is a list of some active customers I've got. I already filtered them by does not include a website address here. So if you go to here and you go to filter by, you can put in does not contain data, and it will surface only the things that don't contain data in that particular column. So you can see I've done that already. And if we go down the list here a little bit, I'm going to go here to Be Safe Storage. Okay. And I am just going to open up a Google search. And you can see here I put in let's just put in Be Safe Storage. And you can see obviously it comes up with options, right? We happen to know in our list view that Be Safe Storage is in North Carolina, right? We've got a little note there. So there's going to be little tidbits of information that we can use to help us. So we've got a Be Safe Storage here in Asheville, Carolina. So that's North Carolina. So that's probably a pretty good place to start. And that brings up Cube Smart. On the right-hand side, though, you can say Be Safe Self-Storage in Asheville, North Carolina. So instead of drilling right down to that one, I'm going to take a look at some of these others. And you'll notice that there is a besafe.com. Okay, and that is also in Asheville, North Carolina. So it may be the same one, doesn't really matter either way, but I just want to really make sure this is the right organization that I'm looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Be Safe Self-Storage, and this is their website. Okay, so the first thing I want to do right away, right, is I want to put that information into Dynamics. Now there's a couple of ways I can do this. I can hit Control and click on the account name, and it will open Be Safe Self-Storage right up here, and it'll take me right to the account record. Okay, I can go into the website and just pop in that website right there. Okay, there's also something else I can do, and it's a little trick for you. Now when I'm in a list view, which I am right now, I can go to the upper right hand corner here and I can click on Show As, and I can click on Editable Grid. Now what that does for me now is that allows me to filter this by does not contain data again. Apply. Okay. Be Safe Self-Storage. I can actually just click in the list view right there, and I can paste in Be Safe Self-Storage right there. Okay, so there's ways I can do it in the list views that would help me, potentially take care of the information faster. Okay, so the other thing I notice is there's no street address here. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to see if I can find the headquarters street address, because there's lots of different facilities, right? So I'm going to go to the very bottom and I'm going to look and I'm going to see if they actually have a headquarters address. Okay, location, storage, blog, contact. I really can't find something. Another place I would look would be contact. Okay, the Contact Us form. And look what it has right over here for me. It has the corporate office. So I'm going to go ahead and copy that, and I'm going to put that address right here. And I actually have over here to the right, I have city and state. Look like they're already populated. Greensboro, North Carolina. Greensboro, North Carolina. Okay, 27401. So let's adjust this one here. All right. So pretty straightforward, relatively easy. But why that street address is important, the CSMs know why, the SAMs know why. It's because we can actually find that exact location of their headquarters, and we can see lots of things in Google Earth that would help us better understand that particular client. So some of the other things that I can look for here are their business contact information. Looks like it's primarily just a contact us form that they use. And then I'm going to scour their website a little bit. I'm going to go to the home page. Okay. It is interesting here. You can see that you can rent a unit. You can pay your bill, right? So I'm going to click on rent a unit. And it looks like it's going to take me to a bunch of options here. Okay. And I am going to actually see a map, right, of all their different locations. Okay. You can also see I could go up here and go to the location specifically. But right now I'm going to do a little digging, right? I'm going to rent a unit. Okay. And very interesting. Look, looks like they are run by CubeSmart because it took us to the CubeSmart online rental team. So this organization is managed by CubeSmart. Okay, this particular one. Now, I don't know if all of them are or not. Let's actually go back and let's click on a few. Rent a unit. CubeSmart. Let's go back down here. Rent a unit. CubeSmart. Wonderful. So one of the things that we want to make sure and do is we want to be clear that we know this is a CubeSmart property. So I'm actually going to open up the account up top here. You can see that, right? Hello. Okay. The parent account, I can search for CubeSmart and just put it in there. So I now know that they're managed by CubeSmart. Why is that important? Well, they have their own call center. They don't really use kiosks. They're doing some IOE, right? But we would need to go to CubeSmart to engage them in an IOE conversation, not directly to this end user necessarily. So that's good information to populate there, right? And we know we had the street address. Now that'll update when the list view updates. That'll update in that appropriate context. Okay. Some of the other things we can look for: what are the marketing services that they're using? Right. I've got a drop down here. Do they have any self-service technologies? Right. Kiosk technologies. What are they using for access control systems? Well, you know they're using us a little bit, right? If you don't know for sure, you don't want to fill in information. You don't want to fill in data. Okay. I can always go back and I can change this as a read-only grid. Okay. So you will find, so we know what property management system they're using now. We know it's through CubeSmart. Okay. That's why we didn't see it. Now, where I might normally find the property management system is in the lower right-hand corner here. It'll say powered by SiteLink or StoreEdge, or it'll say tenant Hummingbird. Okay. We can have the number of locations updated, right? So how many locations does it look like we actually have with this organization, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the new build stage. So my goodness. How important is that information, right? And very good. It looks like this information is relatively up to date. But wouldn't it be nice in the details to actually put 5 new builds in process? Or maybe even put a note in there for the BDM to alert them to that piece of information. Okay. There's also other areas we can fill in, right? Number of facilities owned. That looks like they're all managed by CubeSmart, doesn't it? So we're going to go ahead and put all 22 facilities there, right? We know their property management system, right, is not accurate because they're not using SiteLink Web if they're managed by CubeSmart. But remember, some organizations have some managed and some not. So we can't assume all of them are managed. We could go through and try and rent from all of them, right? But the customer book information and details is really important. If you do know, do they have call center services, right? Do they use online auctions with us? Or this is competitive information. Do they use a competitor's online auctions, right? Do they have a kiosk or use competitors' kiosks? So what I'm asking is that we do as much digging as possible and gather as much information as possible to help our organization serve these particular customers. And the best way to do it is through Google. I am also including in an email I'm sending to you all of the ways that we look for these organizations and what we want from them. Also, we want to search LinkedIn. All right, so let's open up LinkedIn here. And let's see if we can find Be Safe Self-Storage. Big B self-storage, not the same, isn't it? But when we come across stuff, hey, we should probably save that and research it a little bit. Right? So I don't see a Be Safe storage and wine cellar. Here it is right here. Okay. So what are we going to do with that information? Well, we're going to want to put that information into the account itself, right? Do we have a LinkedIn profile here? I think we do under details. Maybe it's at the contact level. Let's see if we have it in customer book. We do not. So we don't have a facility level place for LinkedIn. So what I would do is I would put it right in the notes. Also gives us an amazing opportunity, right, to verify if we have the right people. So we have Lance Appleberg and Stephen Jeffers. So let's go back to LinkedIn, and we've got 6 employees here. Oh, and there's Stephen Jeffers right here, Facility and Asset Manager. Okay, so we can click down on Stephen, and we can gather his information. And if we go to Stephen down here, lower right hand corner, I click on Stephen, it takes me to the account, and I can put in his LinkedIn profile right here. Okay. And we know his job title as facility manager. Okay. Perfect. Save and close. So you can see how just taking a few minutes to fill in all the details that you can possibly find on these accounts is critical from a BDM, SAM, and CSM perspective. From a sales admin perspective, Anna and Lisa, what we're going to have you do is actually go through each and every one of these and find as much information as you can about all of them and make sure the information is accurate and updated. Well, thank you so much for taking some time with me today. I will send this out with an email on our initiative, and hopefully within a week or two we can actually have all of our existing customers updated and have some really accurate information in there. Thank you so much. Have a great day.